everyone, it's me again, Ashra from Blood Pictures, and welcome back to Hiveswap Friendship Simulator, Volume 4 this time. Freshly out, it just came out a few minutes ago, and now I'm making a Let's Play just for you guys. I think, yeah, basically everyone who's watching, I'm making this just for you. Anyway, today we have 2 new trolls to our hand, fresh from your most recent bout of gratuitous bodily injury and touching scenes of camaraderie. You soldier on. You've had a few setbacks and made a couple silly choices. Boy, do things just keep happening. But let nobody say that you, the main character, are incapable of growth and change. By the way, if I sound a bit more weird, just adjusting the camera there a bit, than before, I have a small wound on my lip, so I can't really talk that good. You have made sure not to be caught in the wilderness near dawn again. You have made your way back to civilization. You can't wait to discover what new adventures await you. Adventures like friendship. Tagora Gorjek and Legislacerator are now on our hand. Okay, this time I forgot the word. The color scheme it seems as off as it would normally on my recording. So yeah, you seem shady and shifty. I like your design. And previously we have gone left for as the first route, so let's just stick with that. You wander down the street in a not too demolished looking part of town, but you don't really take much of it in. You're not looking where you're going. This is an elementary mistake, especially on a planet where everything that exists seems to be on a spectrum of engineered specifically for murder to could be a weapon in a pinch, but you've got a lot on your mind. And now, as the car, these guys probably have some ridiculous word for it, but you haven't learned it. You hadn't noticed slams into you, sending you flipping head over feet. You add a few new concerns to your list. Your bones and organs. The sound of the driver yelling, "Watch where you're going, lumpscred chugger!" fades as they drive away, and you assess your situation. Lamp squirt chugger. And interesting, well, I kind of guessed that they had cars in my analysis of the new trailer, I think. Or maybe even in my Hiveswap Let's Play, that there's like the idea that they could have car similar things, and now we have the proof. You stretch each limb in turn, which you've got to say doesn't feel great. You've landed in a bush which is covered in sharp spines. Your arms and legs all still work though, and when you do an experimental cough, no blood comes out. Pretty lucky, you think. You may have redefined what luck means by this point in your journey, but you'll take what you can get. You don't figure that luck will extend to the driver turning around to help you out of this bush. Your gazes meeting and sparking an immediate and intense connection that leads to a beautiful lifelong friendship, but you let yourself hope. After a few minutes of struggle, the answer to your comradely daydreams comes into focus above you, a figure outlined by the spiny leaves of... Spiny leaves? I know, I can't imagine that correctly. of your plant prison and the glow of the moons. The troll, you see, isn't the driver of the car, but you don't care. Your heart is beating wildly with your continued lucky streak. There we go, that sound. Oh my goodness. Was there always upper Alternian text? Or was this just for him? It seems like it's just for him because there's somewhat his symbol. Like, I like the music as well. Hello. Hello. You seem to have fallen victim to a collide and scamper with that scuttlebuggy back there. Introductory fee. Oh no. Have you contacted your personal Legislacerator? If not, I'd like to offer you my services. Oh, Kiera, if you're watching this, you will love this guy. In a manner, I think. Another fee. My name is Gor-Gor Gorjek, but please call me Gor-Gor. I'm here for you for a nominal fee, of course. Okay, it's leaving space here. He pulls a business card from his sleek teal vest and offers it to you with precise flick of the wrist. Ah, his claw beds are perfect. Ooh. Ah, itchy nose. Why? You try again to sit up, but buoyed by this offer for assistance. He's some type of doctor, maybe, or lawyer? Well, it doesn't matter, really. It doesn't matter, really, because he said he was here for you. Those words go right ahead and burn themselves onto the softest chamber of your heart. You start telling him your plight thus far, reaching up through the brambles towards his beacon of hope. This beacon of hope. This guy seems trustworthy, and that's not just your lack of options talking, you swear. As you shift, the moonlight shines on you. He steps back briefly, dropping the card. The one eye that's not covered by soup of product-infused hair opens wide. He recovers, smoothing his hands down his chest and straightening up, clearing his throat as you continue to explain. He's shocked that you're an alien. You're... what? Oh yes, an alien. I know that. I've done work with aliens before, so your situation couldn't be an issue at all. Shouldn't be an issue at all. Did I say couldn't? Damn it. Alien Legislacerator stipend. Oh shit. I should mention that I do not have a single whatever your currency is. Everyone deserves an equal opportunity to be represented by me. In fact, may be able to use this in our favor for a larger cachet settlement. It all depends on your angle. That guy is... woo! Here, try moving your chug column. You're unsure why this is necessary, but you wiggle your torso, hoping that's right. You've never wanted anything more in your meager existence than to follow the specific directive perfectly. No, not that. You had a little hip jiggle. Not so much that he might think it's come on, but enough to say, hey, I'm friendly and I know what the fuck I am doing. No, you're the thing that holds up your think pen. Work with me. I want... your neck, I suppose. Confusion amusement. Oh, damn it. You continue what you hope is a part of a troll friendship ritual, shimmying various parts of your anatomy deeper into the bush until you get to your neck. And he clasps his hands together. There we go. That one hurt, didn't it? Definitely a case of column snap, which can get us a decently hefty restitution. Oh my goodness. My lip isn't making this better. Ah. Don't know what happened. I probably bit it in my sleep or something. Ah, plus 10 more. Plus 10 V-Bucks. Trollion V-Bucks. I'll call them that. Because they are shaped like a V somehow. Oh, also his symbol upside down, but whatever. Your neck feels fine, or it doesn't hurt any more than the rest of you, but you give him what you hope is a convincingly painful nod of agreement. Of course you will need to front the initial laceration costs. We may also have to injure you further to ensure your case is convincing. But you've got to break a few clock beast embroids to make a groblet, as you well know. Okay! 500 V-Bucks, Trollion V-Bucks more. Yes, I think we may make a mutually beneficial team if you're willing to do what it takes to bring about the justice you deserve. Wow. So, what do you say? How could you like to help me help you? He's talking really fast and you're not sure exactly what to think about your lack of funds or the idea of breaking any more bones. But that smile is sharp and shiny and pointed right at you. You want more of it. Ask him if he does pro bono work. Tell him about the heaps of money you definitely have. Let's go with the obvious fail. You thank him profusely for his offer to help and explain that while your situation hasn't exactly left you very rich, you'll pay him back in glorious friendship, the most infinite of resources. You lay it on thick. He seems like a guy who can appreciate a good deal when he sees one. And you can't imagine a better deal than this. Yeah, well, we're kind of worthless here, so don't get your hopes up. You reach both arms up, waiting for him to scoop you up out of this pain plant like the gentle baby you are. Sorry, I don't do charity. Such a shame, too. I was hoping working with an alien might make for a more interesting day than usual. You're not worth it. Aww. He turns on his heel and walks away, his high ponytail swishing behind him. He has a ponytail? Interesting. Oh, okay. Friendship is not currency. Yeah, too true. Oh, this style of this guy, though. The style of this guy. Okay, then. Let's try it another time. It was also kind of long introduction. And yeah, oh wow. Seeing the money raising like that is just like, ooh boy. Tell him about the heaps of money you definitely have. You mentioned how incredibly loaded you are and how core to your sense of values it is to pay well for good work. That's what I call good business. Now get up out of that prickle front and let's get you presentable. He watches you flail a few times before he sighs, unbuttons his sleeves and rolls them up to his elbows. Each fold is crisp and even. It takes a while, but you are good at being patient. I'm sorry, my nose is really itchy. There's 12% cost increase for instances of manual labor. It'll all be explained in your bill. Manual labor hike. It's itemized. I'm sure an alien means such as yourself will be able to handle it. You take his hand and he pulls you up and out of the bush. It's kind of a rough job. He's not as strong as he looks, you guess. Interesting. He glares, or he just didn't put any effort into it. He glares at you like he is daring you to say shit about it. And you are a quick learner. He cuts you off mid-thank you. My office isn't far from you. We can go there to get things started. And by things, I absolutely mean get you clean and sign a lot of vaguely worded yet stringently binding documents. He walks with a purpose. You shake off he walks with a purpose. You shake off the floor, suck in your various body parts, and do your best to catch up. From the outside, his office basically just seems like his hive. You've learned a thing or two during this shitstorm of a cultural exchange, though. You gotta play it cool when a potential friend invites you home. You never know what cages or monsters or methods of evisceration they might have laying around. You want to prepare a nice, chill look on your face for whatever carnage you're about to be confronted by. Oh my god, he has... Wow. Sorry, but I didn't expect that looses from him, somehow. And yet it suits him. It doesn't work. Your face falls to bewildered hell when you walk inside, because it's all chrome and glass and broad white walls in there. It's like he bought the fanciest looking crate and barrel display room he could find, down to the last useless minimalist accessory, and then never sat down in it. His Lucius, a ferret, is chilling on an enormous silver thing that's halfway between a throne and a play tower. It looks fancy as all hell. Everything is clean and bright and at perfect right angles. And you don't see any weapons anywhere. It's fucking creepy. You ask him if he just moved in, because polite conversation seems like maybe the best thing you can do. In the absence of something specific to focus your fear on, you're just sort of a little afraid of everything. You're not paying me to learn my life story, unless you'd like to. In that case, no. I've lived here most of my life. I'll go ahead and add that to your bill. Wow, life story installment. Oh my goodness, it just went up more than double. You stare at one of the chairs. Should you sit in it? By all means, do not make yourself at home. Head straight to my ablution trap while I prepare your contract. You really want to connect with this guy, and you like how you just vibed there where you were thinking about sitting your bedraggled ass in his fancy chair, and he could totally tell you were thinking it. But you don't want to be friends badly enough to walk straight into something that has the word trap right there in its name without at least pondering it for a second. You have become savior during all this. No entrapment, please. Take a goddamn bath. Okay. No entrapment, please. You tell him you would rather stay away from any and all traps, if that's alright. You mentioned that you think that's the better move for both of you. Something tells you that this guy wants to know what's in it for him. Probably all the times he's said explicitly that. You do have that vibe going, after all. He taps a claw on his chin and looks you up and down. He takes his time. You try not to blush, no matter how exacting his gaze is. You present a solid case. Wow. Oh, whoever is the artist of this guy, huge thumbs up. Great job in selling his character and his eyebrows. Damn. Your whole look is more than a bit repellent, but it may make the pitiable lost alien angle more emotionally effective if you still look like you just got run over. It takes a second to realize he didn't just say his physical emotive response instead of doing it with his face. He's giving you a direction. You stick your lower lip out and try to look as pathetic as possible. Yes, this is really working for me. It's awful, completely repugnant. Pungency payment? We're up to 3,000 troll V-Bucks already. Okay, I think I, again, accidentally picked the right choice first. Oh, man. Your general squaler should function as a simple manipulation tactic, no matter which direction I decide to spin it. Oh, your praise makes it hard to keep frowning, but you do your best to keep it up. You may even hunch over a bit and shamble a few meager steps towards him. Great. Yes. That's enough. No need to come any closer. Seriously, you smell terrible. Fine. I wish I were able to find all my classmates in high school with that, or middle school, or whatever it is. Well, I guess it's similar to high school in America, whatever. Okay then, we'll skip the hygiene and get straight to the best part, bureaucracy. I hope I didn't butcher that word. Stay right there and don't get any of your crusty alien orifice near my decor. I'll go print out our contract and we can move on. Reimbursement for ink reimbursement. Okay. You pretend you're a statue while he types things, then prints the typed things, then staples the printed things. His ferret loose stares at you with a beady interest. You stare back, completely motionless. You wonder how often Gor-Gor has friends over. Friends? I bet none. He brings the packet over to you and hands you a pen. Read this, or don't. Sign it either way. It's a standard Legislacerator agreement, tweaked a bit to accommodate your particular situation. Oh, Drew, that's a lot of text. You know, you agreed to submit your testimony to be judged and will accept whatever subjugulation you receive. You recognize that any potential winnings are to be remitted to me for processing through a local account before your portion can be dispensed to you. In the event of your culling, I will act as your executor of your accounts. Blah blah, same old business. I'm sure it's the same where you come from. There are stars at each place you have to, each place you are to initial. Shrunken text expense. That sure was a lot of stuff that you just got told real fast. Okay, it's really interesting to know that that's kinda how it works in Troll Society with the Legislacerators. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. So, interesting. You go in front of Kurt, and when you're supposed to be killed, the one who was your defendant is your executor. Interesting to know, actually. That sure was you're trying to listen, really, but he winked at you early on in his monologue, and it was really distracting because you couldn't stop thinking about if you could incorporate a wink into a secret handshake. Maybe. Anyway, regular legal jargon, yeah. Just like all the times you click it to say you read the terms and conditions on any all the harmless social media app. With all the new... We updated the regulations thing going on. This is on point. Hussy, did you know? Is that actually what's going on here? Is that a hint on that? Is that a meme now? I love it. And that stuff never ends up to being relevant. You show off your exquisitely polished John Hancock as many times as it takes. Excellent, excellent. Everything's in order then. Are you ready to head out? Oh, like now? Now? You're not ready. Do you look roughed up enough? Will your bones need to go through any more ordeals? What's the subject later? Does Tagora no sweep like the one you're fucking in, as they say. No sweep like the one you're fucking in. Oh, you're fucking in. Oh. Okay, get it. Minus. Ooh. Put on the language. It's an idiom. Ooh, I got a swearing back thing. Swearing tip back thing. You know what I mean. That is nice. Can you go away, Flauschgurke? I don't mean to be mean, sister, but why is there a way to shut that off on Steam? Damn it. It means it's time to fucking go. Let's watch the fucking language. Please swear more. You cost me less that way. You follow him out about as apprehensively as you followed him in. As you retrace the path you took not too long ago, it occurs to you to wonder where this glorious feat of justice is going to take place, and, like, if anyone is going to suppone the asshole that hit you. Is that even a thing here? You skip up to match Tagora's pace and ask. There's no real need for you to worry about that. It's for me to deal with. I saw the perpetrator, of course. If it seems prudent to pin the crime on them when the time comes, I will have more than enough credible evidence to condemn them. The blood case should be sufficient, but if it seems worth it to call in the Denton's scuttlebuggy, I can certainly do that as well. Bonus for potential frame drop. Wow. Ah, damn it. Why is my nose so itchy? I think it's the light. I think it's actually the lighting hitting me face on. Of course, that's the only way we can spin this. It may not be necessary to involve them at all. Oh? Didn't bother worrying about that either. How? You definitely still worry about that. But you nod and keep walking like you're not bothered. You want to match his level of easy confidence. It's almost comforting to be around it, now that you've spent some time with him. It's simple. You're still basking in the ease of being told what to do when the whole vibe flips over on its back as so fast you feel like ice down your back. Oh jeez, his face again. You look at Tagora first. He stopped walking, and his posture somehow gets straighter. Even his cute little ponytail thing looks more alert. He's staring at the approach of another troll, a blue guy. You know what that means high blood, but not much else about what that entails, aside from what you're picking up from the full hair on end cat reaction from old Gor-Gor next to you. So, I mean, blue, if it's not cerulean, if it's just like blue, it's 2Ks above him. And cerulean's the highest case we ever encountered this far. Pleasant evening, sir. His voice gets somehow sweeter and more professional at the same time. You recognize that he's feeling what he's feeling because you felt it in yourself the whole time where you've been on this godforsaken planet. A deep, all-consuming thirst for approval. He's gunning hard for business boy friendship. The Hybrid, however, is not. At first you think he might be chill, because his smile gets huge. And hell if you don't love getting smiled upon. You start to introduce yourself until Tagora shoots you a be cool look. Be cool look. It's then that you learn that this guy's smile is not the nice kind. What's this? He asks. Gor-Gor picked up a little friend. It's not. We have a working relationship. You try not to let his dismissal of your friendship thing. You're not there yet. It's okay. You want to be helpful, so you put on your best injured face and start hobbling in a circle, twisting your neck at the most grotesque angle you can manage without actually hurting yourself. You groan pitifully about all your bones. You groan for them. Alright, your booming drone pursuing business. This client you have here looks extra shitty. Good luck getting anything good for whatever this mutant is that you scraped up from the Gristle gate. If you take a moment to consider the potential... The blue guy rolls his eyes and keeps walking, elbowing his way right between the two of you, on his way past, like you're nothing. Tagora freezes his eyes, stay fixed ahead of him, where the blue guy was just standing. It's like he hasn't processed the movement yet, even though he got knocked back a few steps in his wake. He starts shaking. Yikes! That was tense. You want to say something reassuring to Tagora, but he has kind of ascended into another plane of existence. It's interesting to see that there's even such huge of like a difference in reactions towards each other just by those two castes, which in my train of thought could make it almost impossible for low bloods and high bloods to have actual relationships. Huh. Yikes, that was a... Okay, already got that. Maybe a nice reassuring pat on the shoulder will help diffuse the mood? You put a ginger hand on in the mere vicinity of his body and he whirls to face you, eyes narrowed and breathing heavy. You snatch your hand back fast. Mistake. Oh my goodness. Oh! Artist, I love you for... Wow! You! Oh man. Do you have any idea how rare that networking opportunity was? You realize what you... Damages for slide down antisocial ladder. Oh my goodness. No, of course you don't. You don't know anything. You're just a weird little harnessed thing who doesn't even know how to cross the fucking street. Return of Swear Jar. He starts laughing, all high-pitched and weird. Oh my god, you... Not only the art style, but now also the kind of motion. You're like a really... broom up his butt version of Avocash. Oh god, I hope I didn't make a glitch happen again. He starts laughing, all high-pitched and weird, up until he seemed to so slick, so unflappable, that Gor-Gor is hard to reconcile with one pacing back and forth, hollering and grabbing at his face. He's pretty goddamn flapped. Oh yes, oh my goodness. My love for this character grew exponentially. Oh boy, you really screwed up, huh? Maybe your busted neck routine was not convincing enough. Or too convincing? Either way, you figured now might be the time to bow out, before this scene really blows up. You tell him so, your neck is fine. Look, you had bang a bit to prove it. No. A deal is a deal. He breathes in slowly through his nose. Alright, Gor-Gor, remember your mantra. Oh, Tealblood's fucking insane. I would love it. He closes his eyes. After an awkward minute of watching him whisper something unintelligible to himself, he opens them and immediately starts up that bonkers pace again. So you skedaddle to catch up. He keeps talking, though by now he's just talking to himself, with you as an eavesdropping barnacle with really slow legs. Little manic giggles bubble out in between his sentences. We're headed toward justice, all right. Keep walking. We're seeing this through. I've got a bottom line to uphold. Okay, not bad. Maybe things are still cool between you. Maybe this lawyer-client relationship still has a chance to blossom into something more. Maybe I really screwed up and I finally have like a fail-win situation going on here. You venture a friendly type topic and ask him about his mantra. He stops walking and looks at you like you shat on his loser's grave. You don't just ask someone what their mantra is. Mantra request for two. Oh my goodness. Maybe not so cool. He shivers spooked and turns his stanky stare from you to the path you're on. After a moment, he smooths back all of the hairs he shook out of place during his freak-out pivots and turns down a side street. Ooh, new part of the neighborhood. Wow, that looks all broken. Anyway, as I was about to say, there are many ways to fulfill the terms of our contract. I was hoping this would lead to a more stimulating evening. I was prepared to get into it with you, for you. But it has become clear that this partnership is no longer worth work. Especially now that I will have to consider the significant career setback I just experienced at your factless hand. So instead of wasting any more of my time of yours, let's take a shortcut to the same end result, sparing us both the agony of enduring a long curved battle in the proximity of one another. Here's your verdict. You're guilty. Okay, fuck, what? Guilty? Wait, wasn't it supposed to be the other guys on trail? You look around, panic rising in your chest. Oh, don't tell me. You don't know how the legal system works either. Unsurprising and uninteresting. Oh, this is bad. You'd been so caught up in watching him talk that you didn't notice him guiding you straight to the shittier part of town. You know, the part that's all half demolished, hives and creepy noises and drones flying around. Oh no, I'm gonna be killed. Drones like the one that turns to notice you when Tagora whistles, snaps his fingers, and points right at your head. Hey, big guy! Over here! One extremely malformed and unavailable troll. Just the way you like it. You shouldn't feel surprised at this portrayal, maybe, but you do. For a second, anyway. Then you focus on yelling and scanning for possible debris to hide under Tagora, starts backing away as the drone gets closer. There's a sewer the next street over. You probably won't make it. If you do, check your pocket. Use specification for bad end. Oh my god, I'm actually getting chased by... I got the contract. That's the bill, isn't it? Oh, I love it. To be honest, this is my favorite ending from him this far, but oh well. This is amazing. Let's try to get the good ending, shall we? Go take a goddamn bath. You are more than a little concerned about the trap part of the instructions you just received, but hey, at least a trap you know about is better than one you don't. And with everything else you can see so freaky pristine, he has to be hiding some evil somewhere. You wonder if it's a dungeon. A dungeon could be cool. The ferret... Aw, cute. The ferret bounds down off its pedestal and jerks its head for you to follow it. You do, because it seems like a regular thing to do. And Tagora is busy on his computer. It leads you to the to a bathroom which is just as fancy and clean as everything else you've seen. The lizard chitters at you for a second, squirms its big noodle body around and leaves, shutting the door behind it. You wait a second till it's probably gone before you test the handle. It's unlocked. Huh. You wonder what the point or, motive might be for leading you to this room until you turn and see yourself in the mirror. That is some haggard looking stuff right there. So, fair. You're flying by the seat of your pants, but you guess maybe you're supposed to take a bath. If not, and he gets pissed and unleashes the ferret on you, at least you'll meet your maker nice and clean. You have to expect some indiscernible goo or blood or something to come out of the faucet in the weird lumpy tub, but thankfully it's just water. Once you're in, you take a look at the truly inordinate amount of bath products you have at your fingertips. There are 3 shelves of little bottles and soaps and unidentifiable lathersome accessories by the tub alone. There's even more by the mirror. Like, look, this is rainbow colored. It looks like a rainbow colored soap dispenser. Wouldn't that be kind of gruesome in Troll Society? The labels are all gibberish, of course, but you sniff a few until you find something flowery and go to town. You take more time than you should in there, but you haven't experienced a moment of luxurious solitude in a bit. Full-time friendship searching can be difficult to work. It's good to recharge. Once you're freshly scrubbed and dried, you slather yourself head to toe with some lotion you find in an iridescent vial. You hope he won't mind you using it. He wants you to be presentable, and this stuff is sparkly. You're starting to feel rejuvenant as hell, ready to knock his friendship stuff right out of the park. You leave your dirty, torn up clothes on the floor, wrap yourself in one of the many satin bathrobes folded on a shelf, and head back out to find Tagora. He's standing in his foyer, waiting with the contract he typed up for you. When he sees you, his eyebrow ticks up. I see you went with the Rainbow Drinker Serum full body application. Rainbow Drinker Serum? I took the... Okay, bold choice. I mean, it's an incredibly rare and expensive product, and I do expect to be remunerated, but I won't lie, it works. Crush fresh handmade troll cosmetics. Damn. I mean, I have no idea if that's much or not, but I expect it's much. Yeah, sure, that stuff. You don't want to let on that you don't know what it is, since he seems impressed. You give his ego a little stroke and tell him you hadn't seen much sumptuous array of self-care accoutrements in so long that you couldn't help yourself. Not everyone takes skincare as seriously as they should. I assumed you were taking forever in there because you'd gotten lost, or didn't know how to use the evolution tab. I hadn't considered the possibility that you were just doing your regimen. Noted. Woo! Robert for impeccable skincare. Nice. You hold your arms out to admire the well-hydrated sheen you have going on. This time, you're not really even bullshitting. It just does actually look pretty good. Tagora seems like he's struggling he keeps opening his mouth to say something, then changing his mind. He's clutching the documents in his hands like a flotation device. He looks down at them, then back at you. I typically only use that particular product to highlight my cheek blades, but there's no real reason you shouldn't apply it more liberally, especially if cost isn't an issue. It's a little drastic for my personal style, but there's a certain unorthodox glamour to it. The next bit looks like it hurts him a bit to get out. We impressed him. Do you? Would like to step outside to see the full effect? Wait, what? You bet your ass you would. You're curious about what he means by effect, and this seems like more fun than signing stuff. He places the documents down on his desk like they're made of glass, not paper. He looks up at his Lucis, who just sort of tilts its head to the side. You look away and give them privacy to do whatever eyeball communication is going on. After a bit, Tagora clears his throat and heads toward the door. You don't comment on the bluish flush on his cheeks. Bluish flush on his cheeks? Dude! For all the shift in his demeanor, he still seems like he might kick you out on your ass if you try to get too feelingsy with him. Sure. My screen. Look at my screen. You start to glow as soon as you step back out into his dark front yard. Not in a light bulb kind of way, but a subtle, ethereal luminescence. What is this stuff? Yeah, man! Can I buy it? I want that too. Probably cost hundreds of euro, but still. Now that is a look. I mean, there's still the unfortunate issue of your hornlessness and overall appearance, and the fact that you're still wearing my ablution robe rental fee. But it's cutting edge, I'll give you that. You look almost like a real one. Like a real rainbow drinker. Thank you. I'm the human version of a rainbow drinker, in fact. You didn't hear that? You don't know what that means, but you want to roll around eternally in the praise part. You ask if the look will help your case. Oh, right, your case. Of course. He bites his lip and looks back through the window at the papers sitting on the desk where he left them. Aww. You hope he still wants to represent you, or at least that he'd want to hang out, even if he wasn't going to. You don't get a chance to prod, though, because right then someone rounds the corner on the sidewalk in front of his hive. Ah, the blue blood again. Tagora's face immediately shudders into its unusual simpering mask. There's an edge of panic around his eye, though. Huh. Ah, damn. Wow, Gorjek, what have we here? It's a blue-themed troll, which, if you remember right, means he's a fancier guy than Tagora. He's grinning like Troll Christmas came early. You can feel Tagora vibrating out of his skin next to you. Who even is this guy? When he gets close enough to get a good look at you, he jumps and screeches, "What the boiling fuck?" Tagora is frozen, the corner of his mouth pulled back to show his teeth. Oh jeez. The new guy is ignoring him in favor of noticing that you're dressed in Tagora's monogrammed leisure wear. If his look of fascinated horror is anything to go by. You don't really know what makes you do it. You should wait for Tagora to get himself together and do the talking, but you're riding the high of him almost seeming like he was enjoying your company. Plus, nothing boosts confidence like you looking like a beautiful spooky angel. Oh, jeez. So you toss your head, put on your best fancy guy voice and say, "What? Never seen a real one before?" Oh, jeez. You're placing all your chips on this guy, knowing something you don't. But when his eyes get huge and he starts stumbling over himself to back away down the sidewalk, you know it's paid off. Tagora blinks, then jumps right in, picking up directly where you left off. Surely someone as well informed as yourself knows a rainbow drinker when he sees one. Oh, we did! Oh, amazing! The blue guy doesn't respond with anything more coherent than a string of yelps as the hightails it back the way he came. Oh, yes! Oh! Impressed the blue blood! Damn! And that adds a hornless freak! Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. He sees one. Okay. Oh! When he's gone, you turn to Tagora and ask him super casually what a rainbow drinker is. He stares at you in stunned silence. Are you telling me you don't even know? You didn't know? You nod. And that you ran with it anyway, exploiting the fear you picked up on to turn the tide of a delicate encounter to your favor? You shrug. You guess so. You tell Tagora you hope his friend wasn't too freaked out. Friend? No, I hate that guy. There are simply times when being liked by your betters is helpful. Thought technically fearing me is just as good. Better, maybe. So, you know. Thank you. Tagora's laugh is soft. It's not so good you expected to hear. He's happy because of something you did. You don't help it. You start laughing too. Oh. Maybe my nose is itchy because I'm all freaked out, geeked out about this. It was a bit of a rush, wasn't it? It was almost fun. I certainly didn't see it coming anyway. I underestimated you. He gives you an appraising look, then takes a deep breath. You're so nervous all of a sudden. You feel unbalanced on the precipice of what he might be about to say. From one prevaricator to another. Okay, I will let you in on something. I haven't actually encountered an alien before. So charge of truth revealed. A sweet relief. You tell him his act was airtight, and as long as everyone's doing the truth thing, you admit you lied a bit too. You aren't actually rich. Yes, that's clear now. You have the invaluable ability to fake it, though. That's potentially much better. Oh, yes. Well, why don't we put your case on hold for the time being? You wouldn't have enjoyed the outcome of our legal system anyway. Preemptive interest on health suit. We can find an alternate means of you working off your debt. I think we may make a better team than previously anticipated. With our wits combined, we can tackle bigger and better things than traffic injuries. He flexes his hand and his side. Then, in one swift and decisive moment, he extends it out to you. On his face is something close to an honest-to-God real-ass smile. Good real-ass smile. Good, oh god, I've never actually formed a legitimate partnership of any sort before, but I believe this is how it's done. What do you say? Woo! Friendship discount. The glow in your heart shines brighter than any expensive and still kinda mysterious lotion. You take his hand in your firm no nonsense grass of pure inexorably joy, and shake it. Friendship! Just sign here. Wow. This... I'm sparkly. I'm rainbowy sparkly. Wow. This troll is amazing. This route is fun. And it took me longer to finish up this route. I mean, I'm recording for an entire hour now. I hope you guys don't mind that. Because, I mean, I could edit it down by like maximum 10 minutes. Cutting out all the skipping parts. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really did. And I will not be able to hop right into the next episode. Right now I will need an hour break because the battery of the camera has to recharge. But anyway, this guy's amazing. We learned a bit more about the legal system of Alternia. Seems crap. And by all that means, I sincerely love all of you guys. And we'll see each other in the next video. Cheerio!